Right now, somewhere outside, a fly is watching you move. And to that fly, you are almost completely still. Not slow, still, like a statue, like something frozen in amber. That fly is not living in the same moment you are. It is living in a version of time so different from yours that the two of you might as well exist in separate universes, pressed up against each other without ever touching. And here is the thing that should make you stop and stare at the ceiling for a while. Every single animal on Earth is experiencing this moment differently. Not just faster or slower, differently. Some of them are inside time in a way you will never be able to imagine, and some of them are so far outside it that the concept barely applies. You think of time as a river, moving forward, consistent, reliable. 1 second is 1 second, everywhere, for everyone, but that is a human idea, and it is almost certainly wrong. Neuroscientist David Eagleman has spent years studying how brains construct the experience of time. His research at Baylor College of Medicine reveals something deeply unsettling. Time is not something your brain detects. It is something your brain manufactures, and different brains manufacture it differently. The rate at which your nervous system samples reality, what scientists call your critical flicker fusion threshold, determines how much of the world you actually see, how much of it exists for you at all. Here is what that means for the fly. A common housefly has a flicker fusion rate of around 250 frames per second. Yours is somewhere between 60 and 90. So when you swat at a fly, you are moving through what feels to you like a single fluid motion. But to the fly, your hand is not a fast-moving threat. It is a slow, telegraphed, almost leisurely arc through space. The fly has time to map your movement, calculate an escape route, and be gone before your hand has finished its swing. You are not fast enough. You were never going to be fast enough. The fly does not live in your second. It lives in a second that contains 4 times as many moments as yours does. Now scale that up. Eagles and hawks have flicker fusion rates exceeding 100 frames per second. Some researchers believe it may go even higher. This is not just sharper vision. It is a fundamentally different relationship with time. When a peregrine falcon dives at over 200 miles per hour toward a pigeon, it is not guessing. It is not reacting. It is watching the pigeon move in slow motion, calculating the exact point of interception with a precision that no human eye could ever achieve. The falcon is living in a version of time that makes yours feel like a blur. And yet, compared to some animals, even the falcon is slow. Research published in Animal Behavior by biologist Kevin Healy and his team at Trinity College Dublin analyzed over 30 species and found a stunning pattern. Smaller animals, and predators in particular, consistently experience time at a much faster rate than large, slow-moving prey animals. A dragonfly, one of the most successful aerial hunters on Earth with a kill rate above 95%, processes visual information at a rate that makes your best reflexes look like continental drift. It does not chase its prey. It calculates where the prey will be and simply appears there. It is doing geometry in a version of time you do not have access to. Meanwhile, on the other end of the spectrum, there is the leatherback sea turtle. The leatherback is massive, ancient. It has existed largely unchanged for over 100 million years, and it experiences time in a way that is almost the opposite of the dragonfly. Its nervous system processes the world at a pace that makes a moment feel stretched, thick, almost geological. A leatherback does not need fast time. It needs endurance. It crosses entire oceans on a single metabolic heartbeat. Its body is built for distance, not for frames per second. It does not need to catch anything fast. It eats jellyfish. For the leatherback, a second is not the same as your second. It is longer, heavier, fuller in a way that is hard to articulate but deeply real.